Alright, we're on to part 3 and the conclusion to this game. We're entering the end game of the matchup, where I'm going to be trying to take this base and deny this base, and Mark will be trying to do the opposite. After killing this Nexus, what I would immediately suggest to Mark would be to re-wall with gateways and add in cannons. I think that's actually very important. We're starting to see the implications of adding these 2 extra Colossus, where he has a mothership, but he has no Archons on the field. And that's mostly because he has a little bit too much Robotech in this army. I would almost suggest sacking, 4 Colossus maybe, and getting Archons. The big threat to him is going to be the Broodlords, and the Vortex with Archons will literally end that threat. But at the moment, he is in complete control. You can see how few Broodlords I actually have, so it's okay. As long as the number doesn't get to like 16 to 18. Once it gets that high, Mark's in trouble, and the Colossus are really going to be screwing him up. But yeah, I would say 4 to 6. The last 2 Colossus were definitely a mistake. I'm taking this base with full intent on just taking it for the gas, because I know if he finds it, it's dead. There's no way I can defend it with my slow army. And I'm just trying to do Ling Run Buys to see if I can find any weak spots, which he doesn't really have. It's very tight defense by him. And oh, here's the Gateway Wall off and the cannon. It's a very good, very smart move. So yeah, you can just see I'm just trying to take the map. I'm just not exactly sure where I can be going right now. The gas is really screwing me up. I really want to get more Broodlords out. I have Neuro, I believe. Yeah, Neuro is going to be important for that mothership. And I really have to start building Overseers to get rid of Observers. I believe Mark can play so well this game because this Observer is sitting with my army the whole time. So here I was going to try and blindside his army right here. If I can just blindside it in like one fell swoop, I think I could have just killed him. But I realized my army's moving too slow, and had he moved up in this direction, which is possible, his Stalkers would have run straight into my Infestors and my Broodlords would have been behind, so I turned around. It was, pretty bad position for me. But here is a pretty good position for me if Mark decides to keep pressuring. But my problem was I actually did not move my Broodlords here. So I was like, oh my god, where are the Broodlords? Oh my god, like right here. I actually think this is overcommittal. If I hit it from this back end, the Stalkers are stuck in the front. The mothership is going to be stuck on this side. I can wipe out these Colossus, and then the Infestors would be free to neuro the mothership, and he'd be in big trouble. So this was a slight mistake. He has to be very careful doing something like that. I would have just pushed the Colossus forward to attack the hatchery, and had the Stalkers and the mothership in the back with an Observer with the army, so you could see the angle. If the Broodlords start coming up here, then the Stalkers and the mothership move forward. If they're coming from the back, then the Stalker and the mothership move back. The Colossus, remember, are slightly expendable. You don't want to lose all of them, because Colossus do really well against the Broodlings and against the Lings, which will inevitably flood. But you don't want this many at this point. It's way too much. So I'm starting to move my spines down. I'm really trying to figure out a way to hold this base, which is really difficult for me. And then Mark kind of just runs in here. This is a little bit risky. I actually believe this is probably a mistake on his part. I tried to neuro the mothership here, but I couldn't. And yeah, this is a little bit bad for me. But he did get a lot of the Corruptors here. So the Corruptors are going to go down. But he actually missed half my Broodlords. And my Infestors, you can see, still have a little bit of energy. I still have 2 high energy Infestors, which is very important. Neuro is actually like extremely strong in the matchup. And you can see he gets pushed back because he did a kind of a hasty engagement blinking in here. I would have rather him attack from this angle and hit here. I think he would have probably won the game if he had attacked this way. The fact that he blinked forward here, I think because he got excited, he saw spines uprooted. I think that might have cost him that engagement and maybe the game. But to be honest, it's still fairly even looking at the pops. He's going to have to take this base though. He has to take this base, or he's going to start to fall behind. This mothership is probably the end. Like, it's probably the last army he's going to be able to produce if he does not take this base. So when he takes this base and I see these cannons going up, I'm starting to worry. I wanted to put on pressure now because I know his mothership is dead. I see his mothership building from this Nexus again. I think it's a mistake. And killing the fleet beacon made me think, oh, well, maybe I can just kill the Nexus, and then he's not going to have a mothership for a really long time. But then I make a couple of mistakes. Number one, I clump my Corruptors. I didn't even notice this, but this Archon, 12 kills. Brutal. And then you can see again, Stalkers, no mothership. I had 10 Broodlords. I'm down to 5. Even with the Infestors with a pretty high energy, you can see now he's going to take out all 10 Broodlords. They're not invincible units. And until they get to that critical mass and the Infestors have energy, Stalkers can fight this army. And now we're going to start getting to scrappy mode. I'm running out of gas. I can't remax. He's running out of money, period, because this base is too late. I set Lings down here, and I actually denied the cannons building, which is a really big moment for me. And now Mark is going to be basically trying to deny expansions. If he had gone here, I believe, again, the game would have ended. His focus, I believe, is too much on this side of the map, and it should be here. It should be the mining base. And if it was there, I believe he would have won this game. I'm not 100%, but I believe he would have. Or at least been in an extremely strong position. So I believe this was probably a big mistake in the game, looking back at it. I don't know. I don't think this had cost him the game, but this is a big mistake and would have won him the game. I don't think he has lost because of it, though. That is not the mistake that made him lose this game. It is a mistake that prevented him from winning, though. He is not in an unwinnable position, is what I'm trying to say. I know I'm being pretty unclear, but he is definitely not in an unwinnable position. So this is going to be the big mistake. He does not rebuild cannons here. And when I snipe this Nexus with the Infested Terrans, you can see there's probes coming, but I immediately right-click on this Nexus. This Nexus has to die. I cannot let him have this Nexus. And you can see the probe transfer over too. But I just don't care. Now I'm going to start sniping probes as best as I can, not targeting the army, trying to target down probes. At this point, I've turned it into an economic battle, and I know that he's going to be hurting economically. He only has this base, mining. I can tell because of my mined out bases that this is his last hope, basically. So you can see now I've actually gone off Broodlords. I'm just trying to build as much as I possibly can. I know this last fight is going to probably be it, and it's going to decide it. I just need units. I need anything. And even though Zerglings I know are going to get melted by Archons, I'm hoping that Neuroparasite will be able to deal with it, and the Broodlords. So here we go. Here comes the very last engagement. Lings, Roaches, everything running in. Corruptors running in, even though Corruptors aren't doing anything. Corruptors should be attacking the freaking mothership. I don't know what I'm doing. Neuroparasite on the Archons. The Broodlords are just raining havoc because he is unable to focus on them. He gets a nice vortex on them, but and I actually at the time thought, oh my god, he won this fight. Am I screwed? I forgot about what was in here. This Archon and this Roach actually take out a ton of stuff, and this signifies the end of the game. Right here, having the 4 Broodlords alive. I still have minerals. He is completely mined out, and the game ends. LOL GG. But this was an extremely close game. Like I said, his one mistake that lost him the game was that he did not have cannons here. If he had cannons here and prevented these infestors from killing this base, he would still be in this game, and he would have a decent chance. Honestly, he would have a decent chance still. Also, if he had attacked this route and attacked this base, he probably would have won the game. So those are the 2 big things. I really like how late his Templars and his mothership came out. I know that's an awkward thing to say, but hopefully in this game you saw that Planestalker can do well against a medium amount of Broodlords. Do not panic, and keep playing like this. And I think he played a really, really good game. So GG to all, and see you later.